right. Today we're here with Clay Scruggs and Jud Skelton. Just wanted to introduce them and let them talk a little bit about their background and what they've been involved with in the Crossroads district and the evolution of the site that's behind us. Jud, icebreaker question for everybody on social media. Who is your favorite MSU baseball player? It's right off the cuff.
Elijah McNamee,
big hit Mac. Okay, all right. So Clay, in contrast, we've got a Ole Miss Rebel. We love Ole Miss and got a lot of friends that went there. Clay is a good friend and got to know him well over the course of this last year or two, working on this project, and I think he represents the best of Oxford. Who is your favorite baseball player from Ole Miss?
I got to do my roommate, Bernie Hutchinson.
Bernie Hutchinson.
Got to give him some credit.
Also, a fraternity brother of mine as well. So he kind of dipped his toe in Mississippi State and Ole Miss athletics.
That's right.
So good representation. Jud, tell us a little bit about your backstory and how you ended up here with MSU and working on a project like the Crossroads District.
So I've been with MSU Foundation since 2001, primarily in a major gift fundraising capacity. But as my time with the foundation evolved, became more dedicated to real estate, soliciting gifts of real estate, and then when the university and the foundation decided to make this move to develop the Crossroads District, became very engaged in that process and have been in that capacity really since 2023.
Yeah, really kind of baptized by fire,
yeah.
Just jumping right into it.
Yeah.
Clay, your background's more of in the construction realm. Tell us how you got started and what your story is.
Yeah, so we are hotel developers by trade. For the past 9 years, we were the largest tribute developer in the country, and in doing that and being successful, Jud and his team kind of interviewed a bunch of folks and figured out that they wanted to help them do this development. So actually since 23, we've redeveloped 2 hotels here for them after acquiring the hotels locally, and are excited to be a part of this new development.
Yeah, and how has it been for you, from coming in from Oxford as a little bit of an out-of-towner in this realm? Like, how's it been for you being embraced by this group and this project and fitting in here?
Sure, yeah, it's been great. It's obviously with the resume, it's been easy to navigate with Marriott and the things that we've been able to do. So overall, it's been a great experience with everybody locally.
Yeah, Jud, what obviously this project has a massive impact for Starkville and for Mississippi State University. Speak a little bit to that and how you see this vision playing out and bridging the gap between the two.
I think when the university and the foundation made a concerted effort to close the space between the Cotton District and the university itself, including the big divide that is Highway 12, it was a really monumental change in how we not only work together, but hopefully how we're going to play together down the road with all the activation and things that are going to go on in this area, which, as Clay has often alluded to, sits at the corner of Main and Main. You really can't get any higher value real estate in Starkville than you're sitting on right here. So we're really looking forward to not only the current phase that's under construction, but also the other phases that we're working on for the future over the next 5 to 10 years, and it's an exciting project. Yeah,
and I know there's a lot in the planning stages and the kind of the big vision, but can you give a little indication of what the long-term goal is to kind of create synergy on the site? Yeah,
so obviously Hotel Madelon is the linchpin in all of it that's going first, but there are additional phases that include residential component as well as some mixed-use areas that have some office space and some food and beverage outlets, as well as other types of retail. But really, we kind of feel like this area, given its location, is sits at the heart of both the university and Starkville, and can really bring people together in ways that we haven't really been able to do or haven't done before in Starkville and Mississippi State. So that's what's most exciting, is just to be able to craft that and create it over time and bring together the people that we feel like are missing maybe from Starkville, or maybe some old things that have been in other places that we want to redo and do it better here. So
pulling inspiration from other places.
Right.
A lot of projects that we work on, typically you create a picture and a vision for it, and then it sits on a shelf for a few years. You guys made the announcement and then started digging holes a few weeks later. So tell us about the magnitude of the project behind us, and then Clay, I'll turn to you about kind of the progress and schedule, kind of where we are with the hotel. So talk about Madelon.
Yeah, so we broke ground in October, it's hard to believe, of last year, and it's been full speed ahead ever since. A lot of the early site work and utilities and all that's been completed now. Obviously, we're standing right here next to a surface parking lot and a parking garage behind us that are in various phases of completion. But the hotel itself is really coming along, and it's a 120-room Marriott Tribute Portfolio property that is going to have lots of amenities inside, lots of niceties, 3 F&B outlets. It's really going to be something that obviously this market hasn't had before, but something that I think all of our alums and friends of the university can be very proud of.
Yeah, I've got so many friends that are just so excited to be able to come back and have a place to this level to be able to stay at. And Clay, you've been involved with a lot of college town projects that have kind of raised the bar with a unique place to stay. And I think that this hotel is going to kind of really celebrate Mississippi State as well as be a state-of-the-art hotel. And what do you see as schedule-wise? As folks are probably curious to know, kind of when's this project going to be at a point where I can stay there? Kind of give us a timeline of what you're looking at.
Sure. Well, so far so good. We're on track as projected to finish next summer. And I always like to say summer because who knows what's going to happen between now and then. But
right.
we should be in really good shape. Getting the site work done and all that is always the biggest risk on weather.
Sure.
So now that that's behind us, we feel really good about going vertical. As you can see behind us, we're already framing up the second floor. So things are progressing well, so we're on schedule.
And Jud was telling me when we were walking over here just a little bit about the construction kind of methods over the next couple weeks. You're going to start seeing some vertical progress pretty quick with the way things are coming in off a truck and then being put right on the floor.
That's right. So in the hotel business, right, you only make money when you're selling rooms. So efficiency on construction is critical. So along with Brassville and Gorey, we're doing it the most efficient that's anywhere in the market in the hotel building. The system is Infinity. They were kind of the inventors of the cold form steel and the fast production side of things. We'll actually be topped out in September, so we're a lot to do after that. The details and the finishes are
That's
really
a big
time
milestone,
consuming.
yeah.
But topping out is scheduled for September.
That's great.
So far so good.
Okay, great. So both of y'all have been involved in kind of the process, really from the infant stages of just this being an idea. Just talk about working with the team. We talked with Saunders this morning about just kind of how the culture at Mississippi State is really kind of geared towards working together on projects. And you guys have interacted with architects, engineers, planners, designers from really all over the place. Talk about that and how this project is, specifically the Madelon, is going to reflect those efforts to work together as a team.
Well, you're right. Lots of hotel partners, lots of consultants have been involved in this process from the beginning, which really started back in 2019 and really picked up a critical path of moving forward in 2023. But I couldn't be prouder of the hotel partners that we ultimately selected.
Yep.
I feel like each one of them brings something really strong to the table. We did a pretty thorough job of vetting our hotel partners just to make sure that we were getting what we felt like were really good in their own craft. And I think that's been reflected in the work that we've had with the city of Starkville as well. They've been very high on this project from the beginning and bringing this type of hotel to the market and have worked with us along the way to really make it something that we can all be proud of when it's finished.
And probably for the first time on a larger scale, the partnership between the city and the university is really on display with this project, because it really is the merging of the two for the first time ever. Thank you all for taking the time to spend a few minutes giving us an update and some backstory on this project. Always a pleasure to work with you guys both. You carry yourselves in an esteemed way and really respectful, and really help that team congeal as you're working on major projects, because it can get tense when you're talking about schedules and dollars and timeline, and y'all really are some of the best in the business at making ideas on paper become a reality. So thank you for your time.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. Yep.
Appreciate it.